3 CRM hacks I wish my VP of sales would have set up for me. These hacks will save you time and help you close more deals. Hey, I'm Michelle Terpstra, Chief Revenue Officer, and this is another Ask Your CRO. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so the number one hack for your CRM that'll save you time and help you close more. This is the flow, friends. It is extremely important that when you capture a new lead through an opt-in, a website visitor, through an ad, any type of campaigns that you have out there, it is absolutely critical that the opt-in comes in, and then inside your CRM, the deal is automatically created and assigned to the appropriate person, thrown into the pipeline, and an internal notification is sent immediately to whomever is responsible for calling that lead and booking them on that first sales call. They actually say that in the first 10 minutes when someone raises their hand and expresses interest in working with a brand or a company, you have a golden 10 minutes. And after that, the likelihood of converting that lead into a sale starts to dip dramatically. Now, how is this going to help you? Well, one, you're going to get that notification. You need to call, text, email, whatever your connection methods are. Now, I like the call, text, email. That needs to be personalized. It's a human. There is a delicate balance between completely automating these types of things within your CRM and your sales cycle, and also ensuring that you have some human touch. The human touch will absolutely help you in your conversions. Okay, so how much time is this going to save you? Well, I personally estimate, and in my experience, think that this automation, the CRM hack, saves you 30 minutes per lead generated. So let's say on average your business generates 500 leads per month. Anybody want to do the quick math for me right there? Let me know in the comment sections below. Of course, I used a little calculator before I jumped on here. So 500 times 30 is how much? 15,000 minutes a month, or 250 hours of human time can be saved by setting this up in your business today. So take the time. Like, this type of automation should really only take your sales operations, your VP of sales, whoever is setting these up for you. This should really only take less than an hour to set up and to be extremely potent and powerful in helping you accelerate the speed in which you can close those opportunities that are coming in, those fresh leads. And what I really like about this is it reduces sales admin time. This is a really, really tough thing for professional salespeople or business owners doing your own sales. The admin time can take up an enormous chunk of your working hours. So if we can use automation tools, your CRM, to save you that time, it's a no-brainer, friends. Okay, so carve out an hour and set that up. Now, I would love to know in the comment section right now if you've already created this in your business. And if you have, I would love to know if you think my math is right on how much time you're saving. And of course, if you haven't set this up in your business, I would love to know if you plan to do it and how you feel about this first CRM hack. All right, so number 2 follows up with that first piece of it. And depending on the CRM that you use, you might actually be able to continue one automation. Otherwise, you're creating your second automation here. Okay, so the second automation is a conditional follow-up sequence. And let me explain exactly what that means. So I love automations. And the reason why I love automations is because when I worked in corporate sales myself, nothing was automated for me. There was no such thing. I actually didn't even know these things existed. It was all manual tasks, and it took up an enormous amount of time. And so when I exited corporate sales and started my own business and started teaching entrepreneurs and salespeople, sales leaders, how to accelerate the sales cycle and be more effective with their time, I was introduced to the digital marketing world, and I never turned back. And it allowed me to learn these things that, gosh, I sure wish I knew 10 years ago. And so I am saving you time, friends. So it doesn't matter if you're the CEO listening right now, a sales leader, CSO, CRO, or the salesperson yourself. These are all things that you can easily set up using a high quality CRM. There are a million of them. You've got Salesforce, HubSpot, Go High Level, ActiveCampaign, Pipedrive, Close.io. The options are endless, and this will truly work in most CRMs, okay? All right, so the conditional follow-up sequence, let's get back to number 2. So what this looks like is you're able to take the consumer, the prospect behavior, and conditionally send them through a chain of events. So for example, let's say they click on an email, they open an email, they watch a video. All of these conditions can change the path in which they go down. So for example, let's get an example here. Let's say that you are a health coach, okay? And you teach women over 40 how to boost their metabolism, lose weight, and have more energy. Now, you have this amazing, perfect client profile that you can see in your head, but the reasons that people are going to purchase from you will be slightly different. So let's take, for example, a woman over 40 that is struggling keeping her metabolism up. That is her main focus. Like, yes, she wants more energy. And of course, if her metabolism boosts, she will lose weight. But all she's thinking about right now is her sluggish metabolism, okay? If she's served up content around metabolism and she clicks it, she likes it, she does all of the things, send her through a follow-up email sequence, or you can even combine SMS that talks specifically to that concern, that worry, and that problem. What that will do is it will allow you as the business owner, or perhaps you have a sales team, to know that when you go to book that call with that prospect, if they don't do it through email sequence, you can speak specifically to their pain, their problem, and what's on their heart. That will help you have a much higher conversion rate than just generic targeting. Now, most business owners have like a few paths that this could lead to, right? So this one might take you a little bit more time to create. So I'm going to estimate probably 3 hours of your time to additionally set this up. Now, this one is really big for me. It's actually really difficult for me to even quantify how much time that this will save you or your sales time or your sales team when you set this up. All right, so let's say on average, the salesperson, business owner, entrepreneur is spending 30% of their time on follow-up. I would argue this cuts the follow-up time in half and also speeds up the sales cycle. 2 things that absolutely you would never want to miss the opportunity of being able to. So I want you to really think about what you would do when you got 30% of your time back. That's incredible. So is that worth 3 hours of your focus, your attention? I would argue absolutely yes. All right, so this leads us to number 3. Number 3 is lead scoring. Lead scoring is a term used inside most CRMs that allows you to score your prospects or your leads inside your CRM to determine who is the hottest lead. And it's done by behaviors. So for example, they click an email, they open an email, perhaps they go to a certain landing page from a communication, they reply to a text message. There are countless ways you can set up lead scoring. Perhaps they booked a call, they didn't show up, they attended a webinar, they attended an event. There's so many different things that you can set up there. And what this allows you to do, if you turn on lead scoring and set it up inside your CRM, it allows you to score your potential buyers, prospects, and leads. So what does this do for you? It really helps reduce the mental load on the sales team or the business owner that is reaching out to these prospects to book sales calls and make sales, okay? Just imagine you open up your CRM and let's say you have at any given time 500 opportunities that you're navigating. How do you make the choice to call who to call first? That is a really difficult thing for so many people that I have worked with. So what lead scoring can tell you is like, hey, look at That person's a 10. That's a 9, an 8, whatever method you're using. Call those people first. Prioritize those people first. It allows you to start segmenting your lead pool, not only for email marketing and SMS, but also for your sales team or yourself to be reaching out so that you can convert those leads into happy clients, okay? Now, this prioritization and the reduction of mental load allows you to get more done in less time. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm all about high performance. I want to accomplish as much as I can in the least amount of time. This is a really key part to preventing burnout, enjoying your life, and just making more sales, people. I'm the author of High Performance Sales Habits. You can go grab that workbook on Amazon at any time. But right now, the one thing I'm focusing on is reducing your mental load, friends, okay? So when you reduce your mental load, it allows you to take faster action. So I actually estimate that if you implement lead scoring into your business right now, you can save 60 minutes per day on your sales activities. That is a huge, friends. That is 1,200 minutes per month, okay? That is incredible. Now, I would love to know what you think about all of these numbers that I'm throwing out right now, because I've been doing this for a long time. I've helped 1,000 companies and people over the time that my company has been open. So I'd like to think that I've seen most of it, right? But I would love to know in your experience if you think that my estimations for all of this time saving will actually happen for you and your business. And if you have any of these already set up in your business, I would love to know your experience. Because this is an important reminder, friends, is you're going to set this up. And if you set up all 3 CRM hacks right now, that's going to take you less than 1 working day. Pretty sure that it's worth it, right? But once you set it up initially, you need to pay attention to the data. You need to pay attention to see if it's actually working, tweak and optimize. So let's take one of these hacks for example, okay? Let's take the conditional follow-up sequence. Perhaps you send them, like if we go back to the example of metabolism, you're sending them down the metabolism path, right? The conditional path right there. Let's say by like email 2 or 3, you see a huge drop off in open rate and engagement. What does that tell you? That tells you that you're either off with your messaging, you need to update something in that email, or perhaps that's not actually what they're raising their hand to in terms of problem or desire. Okay, so these are the types of things that I actually recommend that you block a half a day every single month and go through your CRM, any automations that you have set up, so that you can optimize these things to work for you. So that what can you do? Close more deals and save on sales admin time. Absolutely critical to your long-term success. Now, if you like this video, make sure that you give me a like, give me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.